development and success may mean different things to different people, but at the end of the day, these are goals that we all hope to achieve to have a brighter future and live a better life. But how exactly do you go about this? And is it an expensive endeavor? Let's find out with the help of our guest, motivational speaker, Lloyd Luna. Lloyd, thank you for being here.
Hi, welcome.
Lloyd, you have been speaking and doing these books going around for how long already?
10 years.
What is your definition of success
Wow.
and personal development?
Success is just, being who you are and being at it every time. So this is basically what success is. But personal development, a lot of people have been aspiring to become successful. And I think this is my favorite quote. One of the mantras I live by is that life's reward seldom exceed personal development. So your success will merely depend on how developed you are as a person.
So given that definition, your experience, are there many successful people in the world?
There are many, but this success somehow is very perceptive. It's just perception. I know a lot of people can easily judge that person, that guy, has a own car, luxury car, mansions, very popular. But a lot of people can easily judge that person is a successful person, but not necessarily true. I mean, a lot of people with mansions and cars, a lot of money, they aren't really successful in their lives. I mean, you look at their families and how they live their family lives, medyo negative. So I guess success it has to be personally defined by everyone, because it's not everything money, it's not everything luxury, it's not everything popularity. So if you want to be successful, you will have to have your own personal definition of it. Otherwise, you are just copying someone else's perceived success.
The key there is being very good at it, or in fact the best at it, is what you phrased earlier, right? Since it's personal, how will you know if you are the best at it? For example, you don't want to take that business because that's not really who you are. That's not really aligned with your passions, your skill set. So how do you know?
You should feel it. You should have a very, very good feeling at it. When you're doing it, you feel that you are the best at it. Maybe you are not the best at it, but you feel you are the best at it. And that comes from that feeling. In 2012, I lost 1.5 million pesos for venturing into an agricultural business. I lost. Regardless of everything that I knew about business, and when I applied it in the business that I am not really the best at, I lost. And I started to, and that was in 2012. I mean, I started in 2005, and all these things again. Probably I know the process and all, and things like that.
So am I understanding correctly?
Lost.
Yeah, part of personal development is being able to have objective measures to see whether you are the best at it. Like that, for example, you go into this business, there's an objective measure. It's not making money or not making the money you want, or losing 1.5 million pesos.
Yes, exactly.
And therefore, it is not something you can be the best at. Don't pursue it. Is that what I'm hearing?
Exactly. But you wouldn't know unless you try.
Right.
But for me, that's a very expensive mistake.
Correct. So part of the journey is to make sure you do have objective measures. What people will say, should that matter in your journey?
A lot of people, for example, they don't pursue their dreams for a lot of reasons. And I guess what matters is who you are inside really, and what are the things that you can still do. I mean, you cannot really identify it unless you dip on it, get your hands dirty about it.
Apart from that, what would you say are the other hindrances or the blocks that people have from achieving the success?
Number one, not enough reason. If they don't have enough reason for doing one thing, I don't think they will ever succeed. So why would someone get their promotions? Why would someone sell more and others would sell less? It's not because someone is more skillful. Someone has a deeper reason for doing it. And in business, in life, if you don't have any reason, you probably will not succeed. So the deeper the reason, the greater your chance to succeed. Number two would be fear. I will probably not make it. And it started when we were still in school. Probably I will not get a perfect score. Probably I will not be the valedictorian. Probably I will not get a high grade. And so you don't give your best anymore because of fear. You don't know what's in there, so you don't go in there.
But if you have a reason, and maybe you're not afraid, but the reason is wrong, is that possible as a hindrance also to success?
It is possible. Well, it depends on how the person defines success. If the person defines success as having a lot of money, even if it comes from illegal sources, and then that is success for him, morally speaking, it's not really what we want. Because at the end of the day, you will realize you may have a lot of money, you will have a lot of popularity, but in the end, are you really happy about your life?
Okay, so you may have a definition of what is successful based on what you see, but really, even that definition might not be true success because there are standards also that a person needs to abide by, like moral standards. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
is that correct?
That is
okay. Let's talk about the process. Again, this is a very broad idea, success and personal development. But your advice on the steps or the process needed to be able to achieve this kind of success you define?
It starts with the thought process, the thinking process. Other people want to be someone, but they are not really thinking that they can actually make it. I mean, positive thinking is okay, but still you have a lot of things to do. For example, like you're always going out every night drinking and you want to be successful. There's a conflict between your activities and the things that you want to be.
Unless you're selling alcohol.
Unless you're selling
or
alcohol.
you own the bar.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people who are complaining a lot are not successful in any way. Nobody succeeded by complaining. Many people succeeded by doing something about the complaints. So I always tell people that the more problems you solve, the more successful you become.
Good perspective. So what you said, the first step is right mindset.
Yeah, right mindset.
And then
number 2, have your own personal philosophy. What you believe in, your value system. What are your negotiables and non-negotiables? Number 3, have several activities that will connect you with your goal, which is to succeed. So you mingle with people, successful people, like-minded individuals. So if you want to be successful, you probably would go out there and meet successful people. Ask for some time for an interview, ask them out for a coffee. In my experiences, these successful people, they are very easy to talk with. I mean, they will really give you time.
If a person were now to say, Lloyd, I like that. I like your definition. I want to be the best that I can be. Is there any financial framework you can give them so that they can compute, magkano ba tong journey ko? Mahal ba yan? Mura ba yan? Yan. Along those lines.
When I first wrote my manuscript in 2005, I didn't have any money to print it. Not to mention, I didn't have any money to pay for the editor. But one editor approached me. I was writing for the Manila Times, and my columnist in Manila Times asked me, Lloyd, can I edit this book? I said, I don't have any money. No, this is just for TY. I think if you just desire one thing enough, help will arrive. But yes, there are expenses, but that can come after a while. You don't have to have the money you need to pursue anything that you want. But for example, if YouTube is there. Right now, I'm challenging myself. I'm studying violin because I already know how to play piano. But this is my music business. I'm studying violin. Do I have to pay for a coach or a tutor for violin? No. YouTube is there, and all I have to do is to go to the internet and then play. If you want to really go into it, help will arrive. All you have to do is go out there and look for ways.
Many people will go on their journey, developing themselves, trying to be their best, but there are roadblocks. How do you encourage people? How do you keep people on that track until they achieve success?
Review a reason for doing it. When you no longer have a reason for doing one thing, I think you will quit. Roadblocks are easily hindrances to your success. If you don't have enough reason to break it, break away from it. So challenges will come.
On that note, we're going to pause now for a short break. Up next, Lloyd will return to answer the questions you sent our way. Stick around. You're watching On the Money.